Right, I got only 30 seconds to impress you, otherwise we're gonna drop this video. I bought this 2019 Mercedes A-Class with only 40,000 miles on the clock from the Copart, and it has some serious damage. So it used to look like this. As you can see, the side of the car was damaged, all the sills was damaged as well, pillars damaged. And this side used to look like this, and now we're looking like this. So as you can see, the wheel was damaged. If you would check the previous video in here, you would actually see that we are still short of these corners. So we still need to put the new corner in, and I still haven't bought it because some people want for that corner 360, 340, 400 pounds, and I'm not willing to pay that kind of money. So we can do the jobs, but it doesn't require fixing this side. So what we can do now, we can adjust the doors so they would be in a correct position, and then we're gonna start putting the filler everywhere around where it was welded. When the doors is gonna be adjusted, I just can pull them out easily, and afterwards when it's gonna be painted, I can actually slide them in a place and it's gonna be already in the position where I want them to be. I want to finish all the interior work because as you can see, we're still short half of the interior. We got the roof lining, we got all the airbags, everything is installed apart the seat belt, because as I said, we need to adjust the doors. So let's get on the doors first, and then we can start assembling the interior. Right, and this is our end product. This actually looks pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, I had some help from Mr. Pavel, because to adjust the doors is a total nightmare. It's not that easy as it looks like. And trust me, it takes a lot of time by bolting and unbolting, bolting and unbolting, and trying to adjust every single door each time. Right, next thing we can do is actually assemble all the interior now, because the doors is in the correct position at the moment. So when we're gonna be painting, we're just gonna lift them up, and that's it. It's gonna stay in the position as it is, hopefully. Right, it's time to put the interior back in a place. And 3, 2, 1. And the seats are in. And you're probably wondering why the door card off, but let me show you what I've done. There is a mistake that I actually made by putting the wing mirror. Right, check this out. Even I know what I need to take the doors out, I still plug in the electrical connectors just to check if the windows are working. As you can see, the back window is opening and closing. But the front window, when you're trying to close it, it doesn't close. And if you check closer, you can see the door card is actually moving. So that means only one thing, that when I put this wire through, I put it through the wrong direction. So once again, I need to remove the wing mirror and check what's the actual problem with that wiring, so I can actually fix it, close the windows, and if it's raining, I could leave the car inside with the closed windows and it wouldn't get wet inside. We got the seat belt now in, all the airbags are in as well, so I want to plug in diagnostic tool and check if the airbags fault's gonna clear off. If not, then we got a problem. But I'm hoping they're actually gonna clear up. Remember that broken headlight? We got brand new second hand. So now both of the headlights are in a place, and I tell you what, this car started to look mean. I think those black grills look great on this. I got a black badge as well, but this is gonna be the last thing that I'm gonna be installing, is the black badge. And I got those carbon fiber mirror caps, which I want to install on top of the wing mirrors. But you need to let me know, what do you actually think about them? For me personally, I think they look great. Let me show you how they look. Right, so that's the mirror caps, and I think they look sick. They suit The black grills, of course, some of my friends said it would be better if they would be actually in black. But I think carbon fiber looks much better than the black ones. But that's only about the taste, so just drop a comment and tell me what do you think about those mirror caps. Should I just get the black ones or should we leave with the carbon fiber ones? Right, so we need to address onto the doors now and see what is the actual problem with them. I think that I put the wire through the wrong direction and now it's disturbing the window to close. Yeah, I messed up the wiring. Not too sure if you can see through that hole, but the wire goes exactly in a place where the actual window sits. So when you're trying to close it, it just disturbs it to close it. So that mirror wiring should be actually going through there and not through there. That means I need to take out the mirror out once again and try to get the wiring opposite direction. Well, not opposite, but through the side. You understand. And the worst part is, those bolts are so far away, they're so actually hard to catch them. And they might actually drop into the doors. And if they're gonna drop into the doors, I will have to remove all of this just to get those 3 bolts out. So I'm just hoping I'm not gonna drop those bolts into the doors.
Laughing through the work and play, moments stitched with threads of gold, stories waiting to be told. Singing loud, your life begins. Every breath a chance to win. Hold your dreams so close tonight. In this world,
Not too sure if you're gonna see it, but there's a torque bolt and the torque just snapped. So we got a broken torque into the bolt that I actually need to take it out. Cool. Let's try to somehow to take it out, because I need to take the mirror out. If I'm not gonna manage to take that broken torque out, I'm not gonna be able to take it out the mirror. If I'm not gonna be able to take it out the mirror, I won't be able to fix the wiring. And if I'm not gonna fix the wiring, the window is not gonna close. Well, somehow I managed to actually scrape it off with this tool. I think it's called a pin tool. So I'm glad it wasn't holding very hardly. We need to try not to drop the bolt into the doors, which is probably gonna happen very soon. I'm glad I haven't dropped it, because when I was removing the wing mirror from the previous crash doors, it went straight through into the doors, but I didn't really care because it was a crash doors. So now we need to drag this wire out.
please.
Right, the mirror is actually off. So the way I'm gonna be putting the wire now in, I'm gonna use just a simple other wire. So I'm gonna attach it to the existing wire and I'm gonna try to get to the position that I actually need. Right, so now the wire goes not through that hole, but through the side. That means window should open and close. I was just wondering, should I bolt the wing mirror and then test it, or should I test it before bolting the wing mirror in? Nah, I think we're gonna be okay. I'm hoping. Right, I'm gonna show you the trick that I actually learned from Porsche. Do you know what this piece of blue roll have in common with this bolt? No? Well, let me show you. You're taking a small piece of paper, putting onto a bolt, then putting your Torx or Allen keys, doesn't matter, or any kind of bolt, and that's it. Look at that. It doesn't go anywhere, and you can actually hold it a bit and remove the unwanted blue roll around it. And look at this. Now I know that the bolt is actually not gonna fall into the doors. Sometimes I wish I would have a cameraman. It would be so much easier. Right, let's start with the bottom. So next time when you're gonna be doing your project, make sure you're gonna have a blue roll, because it's just awesome hack. And when I see that on the Porsche, I was thinking, why did we put a blue roll onto the bolts? And then I tried it myself and I found it out that it's actually a good hack. And if you're actually thinking, why the hell this dude is repairing Mercedes A180? Well, the thing is that I was growing up quite poorly, so we didn't have any nice cars. I could only dream about sitting in a new car. So this, I would say, is not too bad. Of course, I wish to have like supercars or, let's say, sports cars. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy with what I have. And who knows, maybe in the future, I will have a supercar. You never know. Just keep pushing it and doing what you actually like. Assembling them crash damaged cars. It's actually fun sometimes, if you don't have any big problems with the cars. Right, it's time to test it. Please work, please work, please work. Yes! You know what? I don't get it. Let's say you're opening the window, then you're trying to close it. Oh, I need to hold it. Oh no. You're closing it, and it goes down. And then on a second time, it closes. But for a first time, it doesn't want to close. Look, trying to close it, and it goes down. And then second time it closes. Someone please explain me why it's doing like that, because it's so annoying and it's every single window like that. Look at this. You're opening, it opens, and then you're trying to close it. It's closing, 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 in. It actually it actually closed. This is what's happening when you're trying to show things. It's literally just closed. It wasn't closing all the time, it was going up and down, but now somehow it's closed. I don't know, it's just, this car is starting to fix it itself. I wish it would fix itself that corner, but which is not welded in yet, and I actually don't have it. Now I want to plug in diagnostic tool and check if I don't have any problems with the actual airbags. If I have got a problems with the airbags, you know what it means. I will need to strip everything apart again. And I really don't want to strip anything anymore. I just want to assemble this car and actually drive it on the street and maybe get it MOT and a wash. It needs a good clean, like good clean. Right, let's check what this car has to say. Got my diagnostic tool, so I'm hoping that I will manage to delete most of the faults. And also I need to program the TPS because I have changed that wheel, and on that wheel is a different sensor, well, type of code of sensor. So I'm not too sure if I'm gonna manage to program that with auto, but this one has a TPS function inside. If I would actually know how to do it, it would probably work, but I will just try to find it out and press the buttons. Right, so we got a few faults. We got a lot of faults. 6 on the engine control unit, 13, 12, 3, 9, 1, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1, 1, 2, 7. It's a lot of faults. Let's do a quick erase first and see what's gonna come back. I know that there's gonna be still some faults because we still got some connectors unplugged. But the main thing that I want to check if the airbags gonna be deleted. So let's check what we have left with. We still got engine control unit, electronic control, vehicle stability, braking system control, cluster, drivetrain control module, but we don't have any faults on airbags. So that means, hold on a minute, so we still got a airbag light. Diagnostic doesn't show me that the airbag light is on. Why is restraint system malfunction? It's still showing me the restraint system malfunction. So why? What is going on? We got some faults with the collision prevention assist malfunction and from the radar. And the actual reason why we have this fault, I think I know, because it's not plugged in. So if I could actually reach up the wire, I could actually try. We anyway disconnecting the bumper from the wiring underneath the ouch lining, so I think I can put it in the radar sensor back in place. Just, I actually need to find where I have put it. There it is. Right, let's try to plug it in and see if it's gonna work. Oh, it's so hard to do with the one hand. Right, I think it should be sitting in a position. Oh no, I put the wiring through the wrong side. Right, so the radar is back in a place. Tip note, if you're trying to put a radar, make sure you're putting it in a right direction, because I was putting that upside down. That's why I couldn't just clip it in a place. Now let's try to delete the fault and see if it's gonna come up back again. And here it is, no faults detected. Read the codes. No faults detected. That's a good thing. Next. So now we got airbags, and check if the airbag's gonna be able to delete. From what I can see, actually I need to change the bonnet lifters. That's why I got an airbag fault now. I was hoping actually they wasn't activated, because in a 1 series when the bonnet lifters was activated, the lifter was up that much. In this one, the lifter is still in exactly the same position, so I'm just gonna try to erase the codes and see if they're gonna erase it. And also we got a fault from the pyro fuse. We don't have a pyro fuse, so that means the fault will stay. The script for refrigerant accident safeguard 2 has a malfunction. There's an open circuit. Pyro fuse on board electrical network line has a malfunction now, so that's a pyro fuse. But that's the scope of the refrigerant accident safeguard. What in the world is that? Is that which just goes behind the bumper? I don't know. I have no idea. Cool, let's check other faults if we got. The only faults I got left with is actually the airbags. So that's gonna be the lifters, and I think it's gonna be that small tube in the front that just needs to be replaced as well. And the pyro fuse. Apart that, this car is faultless. So that means that airbag services in Bolton actually done a really good job by resetting all the seat belts and all of the airbags. Make sure you're gonna drop them the message, and I'm gonna leave their contact number right below in the description. So when you're doing your next project, make sure you're dropping them a message, and they're gonna sort you out with a brand new airbags or even restored ones. There's actually not much left to do. I need to put only door card in a place, get the lifters in, and try to get that corner somewhere. And obviously change the windscreen as well, because it's damaged. And the worst part is, it's not damaged somewhere here, where it usually is because of the airbags. It's actually damaged right from here. So that windscreen will need to be replaced. So the A-Class have just left for the first ever test drive, and that test drive is not gonna be done by me. Where's this? Look, found a bolt. So my girlfriend is actually driving it, and I'm hoping that this car gonna come back, and I wonder what she's gonna say about it, because she's not really into the cars, and at the moment she has a 1 series. So I wonder if she's gonna feel any difference between A-Class Mercedes and the 1 series. So what do you think about this?
Well, mate, I'm swapping my BMW to Mercedes.
You heard it? She wants this now. Oh man, I like blue. What's wrong with the blue? It's like a little cloud. Can you do one thing? Can you wash the windows? Where's the handle? So that's pretty much it for this time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, click subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you in the next video.